Well, hello, everyone. I was supposed to go live on YouTube, but I couldn't do that because I need 50 subscribers. Um, that's why I constantly say subscribe me. So once I get to 50, and then I'll be able to go live on there. But for the meantime, I'm gonna be on Facebook until I get my 50 subscribers, or maybe on TikTok, one or two, it don't matter. Y'all see me pop up somewhere. I may put something else on my flyer, but I don't know. Whatever works. But I am here today. Thank you for joining me. Luxury Vibes, healthy food show. I will be making for you guys today ground turkey fajitas. Ground turkey, 1 pound. And while that is cooking, I will be cutting up my bell peppers. Started cutting my bell peppers and onions and my other peppers as well. So let me get this ground beef going. The good thing of ground beef, you don't have to worry about draining out a whole lot of grease. You know, I'll put that down like that for a minute. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of people that don't know that I'm gonna be on here, so y'all can see me later on. It's because I couldn't get on YouTube because I don't have 50 subscribers. But once y'all get my flavor, y'all gonna know what it is, and y'all gonna want to subscribe me. It's okay. I'm okay because I'm gonna still keep on going. Um, so I got my ground turkey here, and I'm gonna let this cook. Like I said, I'm gonna let it cook while I'm cutting up all my stuff I need to. I need to cut up some all my peppers and my onions. And once I get my ground beef cooked, well, I say ground beef because that's what I used to use. I used to use ground beef when I made when I did my fajitas. I would use ground beef. Then I started moving more to lean meat, so I started using ground turkey. But now I don't eat any meat at all. I am a vegetarian. I'm back at it. Like I said before, I was a vegan before, and then I went to vegetarian. And you know how things get a little mixed up. Um, I started eating meat again, but then I'm back on my goal again to be a vegetarian. So I guess a lot of people see me later on because I wasn't supposed to be going live on here. I was supposed to be going live on YouTube. And I done tried all kind of different ways and couldn't get on there. So now I'm on Facebook until I get my 50 subscribers. So please subscribe me on YouTube, and then I'll be able to go live on YouTube. I forgot all about that. They say that you gotta have 50 subscribers, so that's what I'm waiting on. 50 subscribers before I can go live on YouTube. So I got a little ways to go. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Luxury Vibes is at Luxury Vibes LLC. I've posted it plenty of times. So just check me out. Right now I am doing my ground turkey. I'm cooking it. And I start cooking it a little bit, and then that's when I start seasoning, because that's when I'm going to put my fajita seasoning. And then I also put other seasonings, and I use a little bit of taco seasoning as well. So that's my ground beef. Get it all. When I say ground beef, I mean my ground turkey. I'm so used to saying ground beef. But anyway, like I said, while that is cooking, I will be cutting up my vegetables, my peppers and onions. So just hold on, let me wash my hands real quick. Okay. So now I'm going to kick with y'all a little bit. How's everybody day been going? I hope great. You know, I got a little difficulty with all my little setting up I got going on here, but I'm going to let y'all see what I'm doing to the best of my ability. I'll do that there for right now so y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm cutting up my peppers and onions. So that's what I'm doing now while the ground turkey is cooking. You don't want to have big pieces of of these vegetables either, because it'll be more harder for them to cook. I usually cook my meat first, and then I do my vegetables to get the flavor from the meat into my vegetables. So that's why I'm cooking my ground turkey first. And like I said, in the meantime, I'm cutting up my my peppers and onions. I see you on here, son. You gonna say hi to your mama? Yes. Today has been a good day for me. It's been a long day, but I was waiting till this moment here, and then when I started getting stuff together, I was like, wait a minute, why come this is not letting me go live? I'm not getting it. So then I read into it, and that's what it said, the 50 subscribers. And then I totally forgot about that. So if you haven't subscribed me, please subscribe me right now, so I can go live on YouTube. That's why I would prefer to go live on there anyway, instead on here. Because a lot of people's not on social media, so this is a good way to let people see what's going on with you. You know, a lot of older people, they don't really mess with social media, so you got to get them in tune. I hear my little jazz music playing in the background. You know, they like to turn your music off and stuff on here. So I don't actually have no songs that they can say that I'm not copyrighted or whatever. So Toby, I hope you gonna get on here. You're the reason why I did these. So she told me that she's had ground turkey before, but she didn't really like it. I'm like, girl, I said, please, it's all about the seasonings and just, you know, how you prepare it or whatever. So I told her that I was going to let her try it. So if you're watching, you better hit me up, Miss Toby, so we can work it out. I've been having Miss BJ, my girl. I've been having her try a lot of different stuff. I got her to eat some plant-based lunch meat. And why she's talking about where they sell that plant-based lunch meat at. I said, oh, so that's what you want to do now? She said it don't taste bad. Cause what I did was it's sort of like a sub sandwich, but it's not a lot of bread. Yeah, I try not to eat a lot of bread because that's definitely not good for you. So what I did was just did everything plant-based. I used plant-based ham, plant-based turkey, plant-based chicken. I also used some made my own garlic mayonnaise. So I'm still going with that garlic mayonnaise. I like it, and then it helps me get that garlic taste, because you know garlic is real good for you. So I'll go ahead and put me some of that garlic mayonnaise on something. Sure would. But yeah, she said that it tasted pretty good. So I was proud about that. You know, that she wanted to try it again. And then also I let her taste the eggplant, the Parmesan eggplant that I made last week, and she said that she liked it that, and my mom, she liked it as well. She said she'll eat that again, and they never even had. Well, I don't know if BJ did, but I know my mom, she never had eggplant before, so that was a start right there. So that's my whole purpose. I want to do this healthy show just to give people ideas and to try something different. It ain't nothing wrong with trying something different. A lot of people knock this about, oh, I gotta have some meat and all that different stuff. But you can still help yourself and eat something healthy, because you know a lot of people that is out there that's eating all that meat and all that bad stuff. Which I'm not gonna say meat is really actually bad for you, because it is protein. But it's a lot of people that can get rid of all the medicine that they're taking if they just eat a different way, in a different order. Definitely so. So, I don't know, like I said, I just want to encourage somebody to, to make a better choice. So that's what, yeah, so that's what I want to try to do. So as I'm cutting up my vegetables, I was going to cut them up before, but I said, I got to have something to do while the ground turkey is cooking. So that's why I'm doing this now. And just waiting if anybody has anything to say, any questions, go for it. I'm here. Oh, I love you too, son. You know your mama stay having something going on. So okay, I got my bell peppers cut. I got my onions here. Let me check on this ground turkey. All right, let me move this over here. Move this over here so y'all can see. I love you too, bro. You know I got to get this fajita going here. I got my I had to go live on here because I haven't got 50 subscribers yet on YouTube, because that's where I was gonna go live at, on YouTube. So once I get them subscribers, then that's what I'll be going on YouTube. But in the meantime, I popped up on here. You never know where I'm gonna pop up at. You was right. That's right, bro. Yes. This what it is. Any kind of way. I just want to be a motivation and be encouragement to somebody else. I have struggled with my weight for a long time, and I know how it is. So if I can do anything to help somebody else, that's what it's gonna be. So I put my salt and pepper in my ground turkey. So now I am adding my fajita mix to it. And this is 1 pound of ground 1 pound of ground turkey. So I use this, but what I also do, I don't use the whole thing, because it says you're only supposed to use one. And I put it, bro. I done put my YouTube up so many times. All you gotta do is go to my page, and it's gonna say subscribe. I done put it up on both of my pages. Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, I use the fajita mix, but I leave a little bit in there because I add my taco seasoning too. So I use fajita mix and I add taco seasoning. And we're just gonna let that cook. But I'm gonna add a little water to it. Sometimes I'll use vegetable broth. I use a lot of vegetable broth on stuff. Let me see here. I'm gonna add some water to this. And you know when you cook with ground beef, you got all that grease and all that stuff up in there. You don't got to worry about that, because I don't even drain this. Like if it's some extra water or something up in here, I pour that out. But I don't drain this. I just pour the stuff out, because I add, what I do is once I get my meat cooked halfway, I'll put some of this in there. You know, people use the pico de gallo, whatever, on fajitas and tacos and stuff like that. I use this to inside my meat, so I don't got to put that on top, because you already got your onions and bell peppers and stuff anyway. So I ain't telling y'all how to make y'all stuff, but I'm just saying this is how I do it. This Luxury Vibes way, that what I'm doing. So if y'all got any other suggestions to do it any kind of other way, make it do what it do. Make it do what it do. Like I said, I'm cooking this, making sure it's cooked like at least halfway through before I add my tomatoes. I already done put salt and pepper in here. I put my fajita mix, and I also used some taco seasoning, and I used the fajita. So I'm telling you, don't use both of them. That's why I said I used the fajita, and I left some in here, so then I can add some of my taco seasoning. I put some of that up in there, because if you use both of them, that's gonna be very salty. Don't do it. Don't do it, bro. And I just give it a little bit of, I put some water in here just to give it, I don't want it to be real salty. You gotta break it down some. You still gotta use your seasonings, but you don't want to make it too salty. So that's what we're looking at right now. Now see what I'm doing here? Cooking down. This is a more leaner way than using ground beef. With ground beef, you would have had to try to get all the grease out and all that different stuff. Like, who want to go through all that? Who want to sit there and you got to get a strainer and strain out the fat and all that different stuff? This is a more leanest way, because you may have, I think it's like maybe 15% fat up in here. That's all. 15% in this ground turkey. So I'm still cooking. Now I'm getting ready to add. See, I got this cooking like this. So now I am going to add some diced tomatoes. It has the green chilies in there as well. And then when I was cooking with beef too, I would add tomatoes in with my meat to give it that good old good seasoning. So that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna get ready to add add some of these tomatoes up in here and cook it with this meat. Let's see what it is. I put some tomatoes and chilies in there with my meat, with my ground turkey. I'm sorry for anybody that missed my live. It was supposed to be on YouTube. I couldn't put it on YouTube because I didn't have 50 subscribers. So if you haven't already, can you subscribe? Luxury Vibes LLC. I put it on both of my pages, on my personal page and also my business page. So just look me up, subscribe me, and the more subscribers I get, I can go live from YouTube. As I said before, a lot of older people, they don't really get on social media, which I don't blame them, because you never know what you're going to see on here. Real talk. Okay, so while I'm letting that cook, okay, I'm letting that cook down a little bit. I got it, say on medium. Not, you don't want it too high, you don't want it too low. So it's in between. It's cooking down. So I'll finish. Hey, booty boo, how you doing? I was supposed to be going live on YouTube, but I'm on here. So check me out. I gotta move around because my tablet's not working. I usually do this on my tablet, so now I'm using my phone. For some reason, my tablet wouldn't connect. The devil been at me. I'm telling you, yeah, but I'm still making it work. So I'm not on my tablet recording this time. I'm on my phone. So that's why I'm moving around. But it's okay, because the devil is a lie. He sure is. So I got my ground turkey cooking. I got my onions. I have my bell pepper cut up. So I am just cutting all my vegetables up. I got all my toppings already together. So when I start putting it all together and making it do what it do, and then y'all can see how that works. Because you got to make it do what it do. You know. Yeah, God is so good. I thank him for, just keeping me going. I swear so much stuff come at you, but you can't fall. You just gotta keep on striving. I'm not a person that gives up, so that's why I'm still going. Still going. But I'm getting all these peppers cut up right now. I got my turkey over there cooking. Smelling good up in here. You don't want your peppers too thick, because you want them to be able to cook all the way through when you start putting your fajita together. Some people, they do like a little crisp with their vegetables. It depends on how I feel. Sometimes I may do it like that, and sometimes I may not. Sometimes what I'm going to do today is I'm going to add my peppers and stuff with my I'm gonna add them with my ground turkey, just so it can get some flavor to it. Yep. So that's what it is. Okay, I got that. I got one more pepper to cut up. Like I said, let me see what she'll be about. Yep. Still got that ground turkey over there cooking. It's my last pepper right here. That's the thing about when you do fajitas, you know you gotta cut your peppers and stuff up. Like I said, I would have done it already, but I had to have something to do while the ground turkey cooking. Yeah. Does anybody have any suggestions what they would like me to make for my next show? That's a good idea too, ain't it? I got the 26th. The 26th, I'll be doing my first vendor event at Bless My Mess. That's Clarissa's shop, resale shop. So if you're interested of anything, you come there. I think it's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I believe that's what it is, or until you sell out. I am going to be doing black bean burgers, and I'll be doing some plant-based sausage fajitas. Instead of using steak or a meat, I'm going to use plant-based. So it's going to be a plant-based fajita. It'll come with 2 of them, and I think for 2 of them it's $10. Two plant-based fajitas, $10. And then I also will be doing my chicken fried cauliflower. I will be doing yes, and I will be doing my it's a crusted sweet potato fries. So it's gonna have a coating on them, and them is way more healthier than the other fries. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Just keeping it limited. There's gonna be a lot of other vendors out there. So, but that's what I am going to start off with. Oh, and I also will have vegan cookies, vegan chocolate chip cookies, and those will be $1 a piece for my vegan. That's what a lot of people don't understand either, and that's why a lot of people probably don't eat healthy, because the healthy food costs more than the other food that's not good for you. So that's why we have a lot of people that eat that way, because it's cheaper. Times is tough. Ooh, I tell you, they tough. So you want to eat healthy, but then you see something else that's cheaper, and there you go. You fall back into it again. So, but I'm not gonna do that. So, all right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all see what it do over here. That's that ground turkey. It look like ground beef, don't it? Bam. So what I'm finna get ready to do, you see all the stuff that's still on the inside, I'm finna cook my vegetables up in there. Once I cook my vegetables up in here, I am going to add my ground turkey back up in here. And then that's what it's gonna be. So let me put that up in. And I added, if you came in later, I added these diced tomatoes with the chilies in it. I've added that into my meat. It cooked like halfway through, and then I added the tomatoes in there to give it some another extra flavor. So I'm getting ready to get my meat up out of here. So y'all see that little extra stuff on there? That's the good stuff. So what I'm gonna do is add my vegetables inside of it. And then I'll also add a little oil. This is some avocado oil right here too. Just drizzle a little bit up in there. And let that get hot a little bit. Then I'm gonna throw my peppers and onions in there. And then what I do, I'll season my vegetables. I use basil. Hold on, y'all. Trying to see what I did with it. I had already had that out. Okay, basil and cilantro. That's what I'm going to add on my. I'm gonna add my basil. I'm gonna add my cilantro on my vegetables. Now y'all see it getting hot and stuff up in there. I'm gonna throw them vegetables up in there. Yes. And for some of y'all that done missed already, when I made my ground turkey, I used some taco seasoning and fajita seasoning. Yep, that's what I did. Now I didn't use the whole packs though, so don't make sure you don't use the whole packs. Here go my vegetables right here, my peppers and onions. Y'all hear that sizzle? All that season that you already had before. Yeah. Now you can also do this on a griddle. I'm sure y'all know that. If you cook, you know that you can use a griddle to do this the same thing. But I make it simple. I put everything right here so I can keep that flavor. Make it all stick together. And that's a good way to keep your vegetables and stuff seasoned too. Just use whatever meat that you done cook. If it ain't too greasy, well, some people like greasy, but that ain't what I'm trying to do. But you can cook your vegetables inside of that grease because you done season it, you know. So I am going to add some cilantro to my vegetables. Just a little bit on there. And then I'm going to use some basil. And just let these vegetables cook down. How you doing today, Ratster? Did you have to work? Oh, it's something that I want to share with y'all too that I read in the devotional book. I am going to read this to you because this is something that really touched me, and I feel like a lot of more people need to understand this. So like I said, these are cooking down. Let me go get my book, y'all. Y'all keep an eye on my vegetables here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. You have with this little. Okay, I feel you. You know we gotta make it do what it do. Gotta keep that job going. Okay, I got my vegetables. And then also, sometimes I will add, I use a lot of vegetable broth. I'll add vegetable broth to that too to soften them. But for some reason, but I ain't gonna use it. I don't know where it is. You can add a touch of lemon juice too. So those are cooking down. You better get you some of these. Look at them. They cooking down, y'all. I love vegetables too. I'll eat these vegetables just like this, and they'll make so bad. I'll put it on a tortilla. Put some lettuce on there and make it just like I'm making one just without the meat. You know, sometimes we get the moments that we just feel like we're so hungry and just want to grab something real quick or whatever. You have stuff like this around, you'll come up with some quick, something that's gonna get that craving up out of you. Like sometimes I may have a taste for something sweet or something like that, and sometimes I will say I gotta get me a spoon of peanut butter just to take away that desire that I want, because I try not to buy no junk food. My grandson, he lives with me, so I get a few little things. But if it was up to me, I wouldn't buy none of the stuff. Now, I do go to my mom's house. She got all the snacks. I'm talking about you, mama. She got all the snacks. So when I go to her house, I know I got to grab something, because she be having it all. I be trying to tell her stop buying that stuff, but that's what she like to do. So it is what it is. That's all I can do is try to encourage my mama to eat different too. But every time she come over here and come and stay with me, I give her something different to try. Sure do. And I made these fajitas for her when she was over here probably a couple weeks ago. And she said, "Oh yeah," she said, "I like them." She said, "You can." She said, "You would definitely be able to sell them right there." I said, "Yeah." She's like, she ain't really ate ground turkey like that. I don't know if she said she never had it before or she never ate it like that before. So that was something different that I did. Let me go get this book real quick. My vegetables. Okay, I got my devotional book here. What you laughing for? You laughing at my mama that was talking about her and her snacks. So while them is cooking down, I just wanted to read something in my devotional book that it may be encouragement to somebody else, but this is just something that helps me as well. Let me turn this down. So this is so how can you become more Christian like? These are some of the basics. It says rest in the Lord, pray throughout the day, pray throughout the day about anything. It could be something good, bad, whatever. Something you're grateful. This is what you need. Whatever. Talk to God. Nutrition. Feed your soil. Sorry, y'all. Feed your soul with the Word of God daily. So every morning, before I walk out the door, I make sure that I at least read my devotional book, because sometimes it may help me look at something different, when I do go out that door. Sometimes it's confirmation that I have done, uh, maybe been running late and then just run out the house and didn't get around to reading it. So then when I come home, I was like, man, oh Lord, I wish I would have read that before I left the house. Because this confirmation, if I would have read this, things would have been different. So it's definitely encouraging to make sure you read some kind of, pray about it, do something spiritual in the morning before you leave out the house. You may be going to work, you may be going to the store, wherever you may be going. Just get some kind of protection. That's what I'm gonna call it, protection, uh, from the word of the Lord to help you get through if anything shall come your way. Definitely so. I got these. Okay, and then there was another one. So it says how to become Christian like. I said to rest in the Lord, pray throughout the day. Nutrition, feed your soul with the word of God daily. And also exercise your faith. Praise God, spend time with fellow believers, and talk about Jesus with unbelievers every day. So it's basically telling you to rest, get your nutrition, and exercise your faith in the Lord. These are the basics of how you can become a Christian like. So that was just something that I wanted to share with y'all that stuck for me. Yes. So these vegetables are about done. Look at these vegetables, y'all. Yep, I love me some good old vegetables. So now what I am going to do now, I am getting ready to add my meat back up in here. Let me make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. Yeah. So now that's what I'm doing. I'm adding my meat back up in here, which I could have used a bigger skillet, but I ain't. Not today. Let's get these vegetables real flavored up. So yeah, the devil definitely been working. I couldn't connect to YouTube. Tried to do that. Then tried to use my tablet. The tablet wouldn't connect. I said, you ain't finna do this to me, Lord. Devil, you ain't gonna do that to me. I am gonna find a way. And that's what I'm doing. So if I'm moving my phone all around, that's what's going on. I'm just using my phone to do my video. I usually use my tablet, but like I said, see, that's cooked down right there. See how that look, y'all? And then while you do, and when I do with my tortillas, I just heat it up a little bit, just enough to get them warm. You know, some people they cook them down. I mean, they cook their fajitas. They cook them on top of the stove or cook them in the oven or whatever. I just get them warm enough because I don't like hard soft shells. Some people like them crunchy or whatever. I don't. I like mine like a little bit warm, pretty much. I may like toast them a little bit, but not nothing too much. And then what I'm going to do, I am going to add some Thank you, Aisha. How you doing, honey? I'm going to add some. This is some adobe seasoning here. I'm gonna add a little bit up to this. Getting all that flavor up in there, getting them up in them vegetables. Cause I'm telling you, once you put it together and put all them toppings on there, you got sometimes I put guacamole on there. Sometimes it depends on how I feel. But I use some lettuce and my cheese, of course, sour cream, and a little bit of tomatoes. Yes. No, ain't nobody worried about that. So anywho, I don't need no. I use them to drive, Mister. Why you doing? You funny. You do too much. uh, so anyway, let's cook down. So what I am going to do now, I'm gonna start putting it together. I'm gonna start putting it together. Let me get my what's that? It's time to assemble these, baby. Assemble them. So I got my fajita tortilla, and what I do is I heat them up in the microwave. You see me resting? You see my eyes? Whenever you get through. So I just wet the paper towel a little bit. Just get it damp a little bit. And then I put my shells. I'm gonna just do two of them. Use two of my shells. And I'll wrap it up. Like I said, I'll wet my paper towel just a little bit just to get it damp. You holler. Yeah, you trying to pick on me. It's all good though. It's all good. So anyway, I wrap up my tortilla and put it in the microwave. I'm just gonna keep it warm just for a minute. Get it warm. So let me get all my little toppings, what I'm gonna use. Okay, so like I said, I put it in the microwave. I'm gonna turn my ground turkey off because look at it, y'all. Yes. Yep. I got my shells here. I'm cooking some ground beef fajitas, Asia. And I done already cooked it. Actually, it's pretty much cooked already. So all I'm doing now And I'm finna assemble it. That's what I'm ready to do. But this is my ground turkey, and these are my vegetables. Now, I know some people they cook their meat or whatever, and then they'll put their bell peppers and all that stuff on top or whatever. Like I said, this is Luxury Vibes way. This is Shauna way. This is how I do it. You can do it however you want to do it. Make it do what it do. But this is what I do. So, I got my shells here. My shells here. And I'm going to put my meat up in there. Get a little bit of them. I like more vegetables. But I ain't finna eat it because it's meat. And I got a couple people that want to try. So, that's what it is. So, I got my peppers. I got my ground turkey up in there. Fat ain't it, huh? So, I think she's making burritos with turkey meat. Real good. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This is fajitas because I have my peppers and my onions and stuff. So, like I said, this is my ground turkey. Yeah. So this is my fajita shell with my ground beef and my vegetables. Now I am going to add my cheese. I'm gonna put some cheese on there. And this is Colby Jack cheese right here. Put that cheese on there. That's what rats are like. Rats are like cheese. Well, you want to talk about my eyes now. So I got my cheese on here. I might as well put two of them together. BJ, I'm coming for you. Let me go ahead and get yours made up. Need some. They're real thick. Okay, I'm going to put some cheese on this one too. Yes. You better be ready to eat when I bring them your way. So, I got my cheese on there. Now I am going to add my lettuce and tomatoes and my sour cream. Well, actually, I add my lettuce first, and then I add my sour cream, and then I add my tomatoes. So, I'm going to put some lettuce on here. I don't be using a lot of lettuce, but that's what I got. And I'm going to add my sour cream. And then I'm going to add my tomatoes. This is what I call a fajita with the bell peppers and stuff. But anyway, this is what it is. It's, you ready? So this is what it is. I got stuff all on my hands. But like I said, it got the... So, yep, this is what it is. Bon appetit. This is Luxury Vibes fajitas. Ground turkey. Try it. Let me know if you want to try one. I might bring it to you. BJ, I got you. Anyway, thank you guys for watching Luxury Vibes Healthy Cooking Show. Until next time, I'll see y'all next week. Y'all can leave me a comment or whatever of an idea, something that you want me to cook. It's okay. I'm open for suggestions, so just let me know. All right, you guys have a blessed night. Love ya.